Welcome back, everybody, to Conversation with Carroll. I'm your host, Nolan Carroll, and I just wanted to have a one-on-one talk with you. No Q&A, just subjects and topics that, along my journey and just interacting with people have come about. And one of the main questions I keep getting for people to find answers with is they want to become a leader, and they want to lead people, they want to lead groups, they want to lead teams, they want to be the guy, they want to be the woman, they want to be the boss. And that's respectable, that's commendable. I admire that, because you're striving for something. You have a standard and you're setting it. But oftentimes, a lot of people want to be leaders and they have to follow first. You have to follow an example. You have to have an example in front of you that's showing you how to lead. And some people just want to lead and say, oh, I got this company, or I got all these workers that work for me. But if you're not setting the example every day, if you're not inspiring the people that work for you every single day, they're going to lose motivation. They're going to lose drive. They're going to want to go somewhere else where they feel appreciated. And I always attribute it to this. When I was playing football, at first, I was not the leader of the team. I was not the captain of the team. I was a guy that I had to look at other people to set the example for me. I had to see what the right example was. I had to see who was the guy that was coming in early, who was the guy that was leaving late, who was the guy that did the extra reps, who was the guy that during walkthroughs, who was going full speed even though they didn't have to, but they were putting themselves in the mind frame of executing. And it really comes down to the reps. It really comes down to the experience that you need to gain through other people. But at the same time, what you learn from others, you have to apply it in your daily life. You have to do the reps. You have to accept the mundane. And when I say mundane, it's the little things day in and day out that allows you to become that leader. I just say continue to do that every single day. And it just comes back to your reputation. Eventually people will see it. Eventually people will understand your body of work. They'll understand who you are as a person, and you'll get to a point where you're leading. And I feel like that's what happened to me. And when I got the opportunities to be a captain of a team, be a CEO, be an advisor, like that was just after years of work. That was after just reps. That was after failing, learning from my experiences, then understanding what I need to grow so I can help somebody else. And when you're giving that value, when you're giving that advice, that's what allows you to go up the chain and not skip the steps. Like I said, don't be so engrossed in trying to just be this leader just for the title. You want to be able to be a leader because you bring qualities. People look at you as the standard. People look at you as motivation. People look at you as somebody that can drive them to get over the hump because they've seen you do it. They've seen you through the peaks and valleys, and they've seen you come out successful. They've seen you start from the bottom where nobody really believed in you, and now you're at the top. It's just what it is by nature. People just don't believe until they see. So don't just try and rush it. At the end of the day, you got to accept the process. You got to really, really hone in and love what you do, because if you start loving it, people will notice it. And that is my advice I would give for anybody that is looking to lead, but they don't really know the direction. You just got to find your why. Once you find your why, that'll lead you to what you need to do to become a true leader. The next thing I want to talk about is just experiences. A lot of times we often try and forget experiences that can actually teach us lessons in life to help us advance. And what I like to say is go back and look for those lessons, those painful lessons that you had to learn, and see how they apply to your life now. But don't sit there in the past and wallow and worry or say, oh, I could have done this, I could have done that. It's more so about what can I learn from the failures to apply as lessons so I can get W's, is what I like to say. And that's what we do in sports. Most of the time, it's in football, it's week to week. We play games every single week. We put in the work, and sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But you have to understand when you lose, what you need to do correctly so you can win the next week. And that's the same thing in life. When I retired, I first thought that I didn't need my football experience. There were some qualities that I needed, but then I would exclude other things. It was the painful experiences, the injuries, the politics, giving up plays. Those were the things that I necessarily just tried to I guess I say eliminate from my mind. And it got to a point where I was just like, look, there are things that I need to go back and look at that I know can help me for what I'm about to embark on. And once I started going back and peeling the onion and seeing which things that can teach me lessons to help me now and help other people, I began to start seeing there's a lot of people that are doing the same thing that I'm doing. So my advice and the thing that I would say for you is this: go back and embrace those painful moments. Go back and embrace those things that you might be fearful of, and see what's triggering it. See what's allowing you to think that way, that's hindering your progress, hindering your success, or hindering what it is that you might be trying to do. And then just break it down. See why it's doing that to you. See what emotions you might have felt at that time, and then see how you can combat it. You're never your past. You can only look at the lessons in your past and apply them to your present to help you in the future. So in doing that, you build strength, you build resilience, and you build confidence, because you know you got out of that situation, or you had this situation happen to you and now you learned this, or you became stronger from this, or it allows you to have another connection with another person, another business partner, or rekindle with your family. I don't know or care what it is, but we need to stop running from our past. We need to just embrace it. That's what makes us at the end of the day. It's a series of moments that really turn into our life. And the more we start understanding all of that and not looking at somebody else's life, or, trying to compare our lives to somebody else and say, well, if I had done this, I would be there. You can't do that, because there's no what ifs in life. We need to stop living that way. So I would just say, just try and learn from it. Learn from everything that you're doing, and, just continue whatever good habits that you have, continue that. Whatever bad habits you might have, see where it comes from. It all is in the past, and see how you can change it. And you will grow eventually. But, you don't think that your past is there to hinder you. Your past is there to teach you lessons so you can help yourself. Because if you don't learn your lessons from the past, what do they always say? History repeats itself. So I would just say, learn from that, grow, apply, and then see where that takes you. Right? I guarantee you it'll take you further than you expected if you were to just suppress it all the time and just try and fight through life. Because we're not here in life to fight through everything. We're here in life to grow. We're here in life to gain the rewards that we set out to embark on, and along the way help other people. So that's my advice for you, and how to learn from everything that you've gone through and not look at it as a hindrance. And I think that'll allow you to see life in a different way, to where you can enjoy it, because you only got one life to live. And I want you to fulfill your purpose. I want you to fulfill all the potential that you have, and be successful in life, because you got to do the hard thing to really be successful, and gain the success that you really admire and desire every single day when you wake up, every single day when you go to sleep and you daydream. Those are the things, honestly, that you can attain. You can attain it. It's just, you got to see what areas in your life you can help to make yourself better so you can get there. But I'm Nolan Carroll. This is Conversation with Carroll. This is a one-on-one talk. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I'd also like to extend an invite for you to download my book. It's up to you. I think it's got a lot of information. It's information in there that I still use to this day. I keep reading my book, it seems like once a month, just to remind me what I need to do all the time. It's not just a one and done thing. It's really information that can allow you to observe and see how your thoughts are, how your conversations are with other people, and allow you to grow. So I want to extend an invite for you to go on Amazon, download the book if you can, Audible, or you can just order it on paperback. And also too, you have questions, because we like to do personal Q&A, and I like to bring on a guest. So if you have any questions that you want to get answered, go to carolsconnection.com, or you can DM me on my Instagram, Carroll City. But y'all have a great day. This is Conversation with Carroll. Nolan Carroll. I'm out.